Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck's that about?
I don't know. We lie.
No, we need
Anyway, but like I said, we're talking about Anthem. I've talked about it yesterday. We were talking about it, and
understand. Don't need to be understood.
And I think that's what it is. The story is kind of just lacking really bad, and that's why it's getting bad review scores.
But what about the gameplay? Like, why is the story the main thing?
The story is main to a lot of people, such as myself.
Yeah, but so you take a shitty game over with a good story?
Why not?
Yeah, I thought we played video games to have fun.
Yeah, fun and story is a bit of everything. It depends
a bit
on
of
the
everything,
game.
but I don't see one aspect like a story outweighing gameplay.
No, Neff, what it is, Anthem was a big hype game. That's what it is. Crackdown wasn't hyped. Besides posts and these motherfuckers hyping the cloud up and blah blah.
Oh, okay. Now you're not ready to come for me, player. You're not ready.
Hey.
You still a newbie. You still in your onesie with your pacifier in your mouth, player. You're not ready. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't start your bullshit. You carry on having your chicken wings. Hold on to your chicken wings.
Get your man, Z. Get your man, Z.
Hey, yo, hold up.
You want to enter the ring.
Hey,
you want to enter the ring.
It cut off. Do me, as you guys come in, you'd be so kind is to hit that share button, share it on Twitter for me.
I'm gonna slap that ET off his bike.
Post up is Phil's. Okay.
Grab that ET and we gonna DDT that ET on his bike.
AP the shooter in the chat saying post up is Phil's double agent. That shit cuts off every time he's here. FN.
Yeah. Hey, but listen, like I said, end of the day, like I said, I enjoy Anthem. Like I said, so the real chance is subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. I enjoy the Anthem. Like I couldn't tell you what the story was about. I was playing it on the trial and I was just shooting past it. What I like about it is the gameplay. Just leveling my suit up, the flying mechanics. The battles, you know. What's that one?
But Z, what you're describing is gameplay.
Yeah, I know, but what's that one mission we was doing for like an hour and barely made it up the hill? You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, exactly. But
that shit was
again,
intense.
You're describing gameplay, what you're experiencing, what you're playing, what you're having fun with.
Yeah.
How is that not the main focus?
But you're playing with friends. That's the difference. This
it doesn't matter about playing with friends, bro.
See, you don't care about the story. It looks good. It's played good, and it's not too complicated. That's all you need.
I get that the story can doctor points like Destiny 1. That game was fun, right? It had good gameplay. It had no fucking story. It got docked points, but it wasn't like low 60s. It wasn't like 9.
Yeah, but it's
like it was in the 70s at least.
But it was the first of its kind, though.
Yeah, but Destiny 2 wasn't much of an improvement.
Hey, listen, here's the thing.
I wouldn't know because I don't play dog shit games.
Yeah, well, look, bro. Like I said, I'm about to level my damn thing. I'm them guns. I got this new sniper. What level? I'm level 12 or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how far you can go, but
30.
30. Well, no, you should know. I think it's higher than 30 because I seen what's that boy Justin.
Dustin, yeah.
I think he was like 36. Unless
okay, maybe I'm wrong then.
I don't know. But the gun he had, it was some type of assault rifle. That shit was crazy. I can't wait to. And also, we play on hard, so you know what I mean.
Wait, did you pre-order Anthem?
No, I didn't. I gotta.
I was about to say because if you pre-order Anthem, you got like a really nice gun for free.
Well,
like a level 18 gun.
Oh, how do you? I probably gotta claim it then.
I'll show you how to claim that later.
Yeah. But like I said, but getting right along, right? All day still here?
Yeah.
All day.
What's up?
You asked the question. You asked the question at the start of the show about what's going on Twitter. Hold up, before Shadow Sniper 28. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Shout out to AP who said, "Yo, bro, don't be scared of post up. He's a bloody wanker eating shit cakes from Phil. Goddamn."
So y'all gonna bring that disrespect from over from YouTube? Okay.
Let me ask you a serious question though, bro.
What's up?
In your heart, in your tiny little black heart, right?
Oh shit!
You really enjoying Crackdown 3, brother?
Yeah. I'm really enjoying it.
Why is that?
I mean, it's fun. Crackdown has never been about a game that. Crackdown has never been a game that you were supposed to take serious.
We need some context. So let's follow me down this road real quick.
Well, is it Terry Crews? Is it a story?
Huh?
What is it, Post?
Well, to me, it's the gameplay, blowing shit up, shooting, getting the orbs, leveling up the characters.
How long
and stuff
have you
like
been
that.
doing that in gaming?
Let me see here.
For a while.
Last time I played Crackdown 3. I played Crackdown 3 a couple days ago. I haven't been back to
He
it.
said, my blood
And I
pressure
played
was up.
I've been on Wrecking
down.
Zone. I've been on Wrecking Zone too. It's just fun. It's never been a game that you're supposed to take serious. It's always been about fun.
Is Crackdown a AAA game?
No,
The third one?
it's never been a AAA game, and I don't even know
Why did they
why.
say it's a AAA game?
I don't even know why Phil will come out and say we wanted to
Hey,
put it
Post-up, why
next
they
to
charge you
Halo
$60
and Gears
for the game?
if you're not going to invest the Halo or Gears type money into the title. Don't
Why even put in that category?
Or don't even put it in that cap. It's never been that type of game. It's always been a double A game that you just plot in between your big releases.
Hey,
you
yo,
know what I'm saying?
let me pay the bills. Merrill said, post the type of cat that enjoy bread crust and pickled pig feet. We can't listen to him. Hey, listen. Wait, hold on, man.
That nigga go to sleep wrapped up in fruit roll-ups. Fuck out of here. What you talking about, boy?
Hey, yo. But anyway, as I was saying.
But hold on. Even if Crackdown's not a AAA game, why do they charge $60? That's a AAA price.
Well, listen. Be fair, that bitch $30 now right now. That bitch is dropping.
Yeah, it should have been $30 out the door. It should have been $30.
It should have been, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably because it went through all the
I mean, like,
hell
what's
and
it?
all that
Syndicate
bullshit.
2, at least that shit was like $30 or $40.
Yeah.
They were honest with that one.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah.
So, AP the Shooter. So, post-up blowing futuristic shit up is better than blowing up realistic shit up in Battlefield.
See, y'all moving the goalposts. You gotta understand what I'm saying.
You're waiting on that cloud power. It was not very
You're moving the goalposts. The
You don't
game
want
is
to bring up that
fun.
Digital Foundry video, bro.
I don't know why Microsoft would shoot themselves in the foot, saying they wanted it to be next to Halo and Gears, and you're not going to invest that type of money into the title. If you're going to do that, you would invest that type of money that you put into a Halo and Gears
turn your mic down a little
into
bit.
the title.
This shit loud.
All right.
Hold on.
But exactly the same with Rico when Shannon Loftus said, "Oh, it's going to be on the same level as Halo and Gears."
Yeah.
You know, you got to put money into these games.
You get AP the Shooter.
I'm good now.
Yeah, the feature is
good now?
Okay.
That should be good, right?
Yeah. So, okay. Well, anyway.
Fantastic in the chat.
Okay. Listen. So anyway, Aldi, you asked a question at the beginning of the show. You there, Aldi?
Yeah, I'm here. What you say?
You asked a question at the beginning of the show, right?
Yeah. I said what's been going on. I've been seeing a lot of shit back and forth with all types of motherfuckers.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as far as what the Game Pass thing.
Yeah, the whole Switch shit. We knew that she was going third party, but I mean, what's
okay.
with that? Is that a rumor? Or?
Well, I mean, I guess with this smoke, with this smoke.
Right.
At the moment,
Well, from what I'm hearing, it's coming out now. Multiple sources are confirming it to be untrue. And then Clobrill just came out today and said a lot of the stuff you're hearing is true. He didn't want to get into specifics, but he said Microsoft will become a ecosystem independent of the hardware. That doesn't mean Microsoft is going to stop making hardware. It's just It's just about the ecosystem.
So basically, you telling me I don't need this motherfucker no more.
No.
Exactly. Basically,
Yeah.
you can have a choice to. Yeah. My only thing about this is that outside of profit and mind share and things like that, will Microsoft get some content from Nintendo in return?
Nope.
Because if that's not going to happen, then I don't even see the point. The point in this. You know what I'm saying?
They want the Nintendo consumer base.
Yeah, because you're giving
as possible.
but you're giving Nintendo fan base content, and you're not supplying your own fan base with content in return.
Microsoft, like I always said, they're always worrying about everything else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, because
That's
Microsoft
crazy.
cares about getting the subscribers. I'm not saying this is right, but they care about getting subscribers where it's possible. And
They
Nintendo
care about giving me some motherfucking games.
Yeah,
I'm not agreeing.
you're gonna get a whole nother fan base, opportunity. They don't even have to buy your hardware.
Nintendo will only agree to this if they get, a good thing returned. Because since you're taking our subscribers and shit like that, our customers, we want your games over here then.
Okay,
Like I said, they're gonna
hold this real quick. We got AP the shooter.
Okay, AP the shooter. Ain't nobody moving shit. Post up. You're the one who said Destruction was better than Battlefield 5's. FN. Christopher 1. Anthem is a broken ass mess. Cutscenes don't play audio, dropouts, ads vanish while you fight them, like the enemies vanish. Still takes a minute to load in. Lol, shit is trash. At least Crackdown works, bro.
Hold on, hey Chris. Now listen, you must be playing on that 2013 PS4 and that 2013 Xbox. I ain't seen none of that shit on the X and the Pro.
I haven't experienced issues like that.
Yeah, hey, listen, you got my man Chris from Flat Earth. I'll
be right back. Someone at my door.
Yeah, you guys have a great show. My lunch is over. I'm going to get back to work.
Yeah,
I'll see y'all when I get off work, man, on Anthem.
You got to bring my brother Post, man. Love. But anyway, so even like I said,
like I said, like Ori, they're gonna start you with the Nintendo Switch. The first games that are gonna come is gonna be Ori and Cuphead, and they're gonna go from there and see what the reaction is.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're saying they actually seen I put a post up early on, and in the UK somewhere, someone's saying that Ori and I think it was Ori that it's on sale or it's coming, some shit like that, to the Switch version. A Switch version is coming out.
Okay. Here's the thing, right? Think about it like this, right? At the end of the day, right? I asked a question on Twitch. Now, what we say? Does the Xbox still have exclusives, or what do they still have exclusives? Right now, I also told you guys since I've been doing, this. I know some people that know. I met a few people within the industry, right? I'm just checking my inbox now. I got up at 1:00. Forgive me. Blew out of the loop. Went out. Got something to eat. Came back. Got my daughter from school. Now I'm here doing this show. Right. Didn't even shit, shower, and shave.
Yeah.
Like posted, my man Crowbill said that Microsoft was moving. That's what I said yesterday on the show. It's just now. This is the start, right? And why I'm afraid to invest money into Microsoft ecosystem. Because they're going to soon get out of the hardware business. Now, even Post just said that the guy, who's reliable insider, Crowbill said that now Microsoft is looking as the Xbox
ecosystem,
outside of the hardware, being totally different from the hardware aspect of things. So, if not next, maybe mid-generation, if not next generation, or maybe mid through the generation, they're going to stop producing or making consoles, because again, the most expensive thing when it comes to gaming is the actual box itself, and outside of Nintendo, which is kind of funny. They put out, Ray anemic power systems, but both for Microsoft and Sony, they make the most. They spend the most money on the R&D developing these consoles, taxes in different countries and shipping, storing. That's what costs them most money. They all make their money, the bulk of their money, from software and services. You know what I mean? So, and again, not to say that Sony is going to stop. I don't know. They a little different. Like I said, this is what keeps the lights on for them. They don't. It goes back to what I've been telling you before, right? Microsoft doesn't care about coming a number one as far as hardware. They don't. As long as they have their name on that trophy to hand it to the winner at the end of the they don't care. They want their software anywhere. So I'm saying, me going forward, I don't think I'm going to maybe get their console. If I do get their console, just to play Gear 6 or whatever, because I want the best looking version of it. As far as my multi-plats and everything going forward, all of that will be on the PlayStation. You know what I mean? For the foreseeable future.
And while you click your shots there, Sean, I just got to pay a bunch of these bills, but AP the Shooter, post up, they got a show on Netflix about the Earth not being flat. You should watch it with Phil while you eat syrup sandwiches, laughing my ass off. Chris, lol, Nintendo dudes about to be on that Sea of Thieves, and they will be. AP the Shooter, and these don't come in as fast as YouTube. Sorry if I'm slowing shit down. Oh, you're fine, dude. And Chris again with the 1 bit. Lol, FN's be catching black pigs in the Super Mario skin, laughing my ass off. All right, now continue.
But see, like, say you're talking about the ecosystem, like, when Xbox get on the hardware system. For example, say like by the end of the generation, Xbox probably hits about 45-50 million, Would that be enough to carry on with consoles for Microsoft?
It's not. Here's the thing.
Keep investing.
No, here's the thing. It's not even. It's not
Why
because.
can't they, no, Z, one second. Why can't they do both console and games, like you said?
Why? I told you because it costs them more
to make money both first.
No.
Yeah, but
Here's the thing.
If they're both making money, then
it's not about them making money. But they don't. They make far more money on doing the services thing. Okay. The console, the hardware thing is unknown and sketchy. Right now, you're giving people less reason to even buy your console next generation. So don't be surprised if Microsoft install base for the Xbox, whatever the hell it's going to be called, is going to be lower than what the Xbox One is. If you have your games everywhere else, I have no need to buy your hardware. You understand? They started off with PC, right? Putting the games game and date, right? Like I said, then most people combination in this thing is the PC and the PlayStation 4 because they got the PS4 for the exclusives, and they can play Microsoft, the better version of Microsoft exclusives on their PC, right? I said that years ago. Boom. Now your exclusives are coming to a rival console, so you're giving more console gamers even less reason, especially if xCloud works as good as Project Stream, for when I'm here, it's going to. You're going to give them gamers even a less reason to buy your console. So their hardware, again, install base is shrinking even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean, G. Like, early on, they were saying that like games like Gears and Halo, for now, won't be coming to the Switch. They're like a rare titles at the moment.
If it's, if it's Game Pass. Fuck xCloud. We're talking about Game Pass.
Yeah.
What Xbox exclusives go day and date in Game Pass. If xCloud is just another service to have you have access to your game anywhere, that's a free service. That doesn't cost you anything. Game Pass is the monthly service of what they charge you a month to have the exclusive, whatever multi-plats or old game that they put in there. Okay, xCloud is just a feature, whatever you want, a service to have you have access to your Xbox games on any device. No, that's not a charge for that. They're charging you for Game Pass. Okay. Xbox exclusives go day and date for Game Pass. Now, games they're talking about developing natively for the Switch or Cuphead and games like that. No, they can't develop a Halo and Gears like that. They wouldn't run on the system. System was not powerful enough. But to offset that, that's where the xCloud comes into play. You know what I mean? That's where that comes into play.
Yeah, I think, like I said, next month is the GDC. And like I said, I'm not sure if you'll watch the Samsung launch event for the new S10, and they were talking about xCloud game and all that bullshit. So I'm pretty sure you can see something starting like early from them guys as well, with Samsung as well.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Verizon was there, like Neff. It was your show we did it, where we seen like God of War and I forgot the other game, but on Verizon service, and Verizon was actually at the event. And they talked about cloud gaming and all that bullshit for the phone as well, for Samsung's S10 phones. So it's going to be these next few months is going to be crazy.
Yeah, the cloud gaming that people want and pretend doesn't exist is going to come to fruition. Like, all these companies are going to jump in, but Z, you know, with you talking about, you know, this cloud shit and Sean mentioning Samsung TVs and shit, you know, this brings me back to, you know, the old BGST days when, remember, you used to talk shit about PlayStation, like, oh, PlayStation doesn't have exclusives. I could play God of War 3 on my Samsung TV.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
man, did that shit come to bite us.
Yeah, man. Hold up.
That shit came to bite us. Oh, yeah, Maroon Wind. Why get an Xbox when I can get a Switch with Switch exclusives and Xbox games? 2 for 1 right there. And that's the thing. That's the thing right there. So you would probably get your main console next generation, the PS5, because, you know, the PS5 is going to be pretty powerful. It's going to have great exclusives. Then for your secondary device, because people like to buy the Switch as a secondary device, not only do you get the Switch games, you can get your Pokemon, you can get your Smash Bros, Pause, and your Mario, but you can also now play Xbox games if you pay $10 a month. And the thing about this is, even if this only goes to the Switch, right? Even if that's the limit to being a rival console, no matter what, no matter how much you damage control, no matter what you say, there is going to be a future perception moving forward that consumers are just assuming eventually Xbox games are going to hit PlayStation as well. If it's already on Nintendo, how long until it hits PlayStation? That's going to be perception moving forward, not just for hardcore gamers, but even for casual gamers, because they know if Xbox games are going to be on the Switch, so they're going to be asking, "Oh, when's it going to be on PlayStation? Maybe I should just invest in a PlayStation."
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But what it is like saying, say if it does come to the PlayStation or whatever, would like gamers in 2020, 2021, I'm talking about the hardcore now, would they be happy with 1080p games streaming? When
people will just deal with it for the 4 games a year.
But do you know what I mean? Because we've heard that Microsoft is planning on releasing, like, once this Game Pass gets going and the studios, they're planning on launching AAA titles every quarter each year, 4 games per year.
Hey, bro,
do you know what I mean? So.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something.
If I can play them on PlayStation, it's only 4 games a year. I will deal with streaming at that point.
Yeah.
But now if you try Google Stream and you go to dips now and then, but Microsoft is supposed to be better though.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like
I can really deal with it.
I got the. Hey, bring the article up.
Bring up the article, you say?
Yeah, Xbox Lockhart and Anaconda.
Alrighty. So this is by Francis De Mayo. So. Beginning off, the next generation of consoles has been in the works for some time now, despite the lack of any official announcements yet. While it seems like Sony is going to wait a bit longer to reveal the PlayStation 5 after their decision to skip E3 entirely. That's why I've been saying PlayStation's going to have a really big event where they probably will show off the PS5. Microsoft is getting ready to make a big announcement. The time frame isn't entirely surprising, as the Xbox One X, called Project Scorpio back in the day, was first announced at E3 2016. So what I've been saying is they announced hardware roughly a year ahead, right? So earlier today, a French website, Jux Video, reported that the Xbox Lockhart and Xbox Anaconda, these are code names for the next Xboxes, the next gen Microsoft consoles, will be revealed at this year's Electronics Entertainment Expo, also known as E3. As previously rumored, Lockhart will be the cheaper version of the console, and it will have no disc tray to reduce costs. I'm not sure about that. It can go either way. The Anaconda Xbox, on the other hand, will be much more powerful and come with much better specs and a disc tray to boot. Both consoles will feature a 1 terabyte internal solid-state drive with a 1 gigabyte plus speed. So, I mean, these are going to be powerful consoles. No matter how you look at it, even like the base next Xbox, which is called the Lockhart, will probably come with a CPU with a custom 16 Zen Core Threads 2. I'm not deep, I don't know what any of this means. A custom Navi, 4 plus T-flops, so roughly a PS4, actually better than a PS4 Pro because it's Navi. 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, 1 storage of the solid state drive. The Anaconda, the more powerful variant, will come with the same, 16 Zen Thread 2. So they both have the same CPU, apparently. Custom Navi 12 plus T-flops GPU, my god. The RAM is going to be 16 gigabytes of GDDR6. So that's an extra 4 gigabytes. And also with the solid-state drive. Yeah.
I personally think with the solid-state drives, I'm not sure if you read it last time, the article, Microsoft actually hired someone to help with the hard drive situation, to make games load faster or something like that. I'm not sure if you guys read it.
Wait. So with the Lockhart right now, the Xbox One X, right, is for 16 flops with a dog shit CPU, right?
Yeah.
This here is with better, more modern architecture. Will probably outperform the X most likely.
Very much, yeah.
With 12 gigabytes of DDR6, yeah. 1 terabyte, and what CPU you using?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. The Anaconda has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6.
I'm talking about the
Lockhart. Yeah, the Lockhart. Yeah, because it's more efficient. Even though it's less T-flops, it's Navi, so it's a little different there. But yeah, the 12 gigabytes of GDDR6 and much better CPU. Even the Lockhart will be better than your X. Like, I'd imagine the Lockhart will have more 60 FPS options. Maybe I'll dabble in 1440p to get the 60 FPS as opposed to 4K, but yeah, you can definitely expect that console to be a decent upgrade. And it's also probably going to be around 400, maybe 500 bucks at the most.
No, I think Lockhart's going to be about 300. And the Anaconda will be 5.
Yeah, exactly. 300 right there. It's a cheap upgrade.
Yeah, and the Anaconda will be 5. But here's the thing, right?
I hope it's not 6. That would be horrible.
But here's the thing, right? And even for the Xbox Lockhart and the Xbox Anaconda, whatever you want to call it, Anaconda, right? for this thing, because again, you know, to be hugely successful upon launch, right? Let's say launch. Even with the whole Game Pass thing on other platforms, I mean, when they show this console, right, and Microsoft, I don't know, this generation they haven't been the best at showing their own hardware. These games gotta look like nothing that we've seen on the previous generation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It has to look. I mean, not going by Digital Foundry. You know, with the $12,000 PC, looking at Draw Distance. No, we gotta look at this and say, "Oh shit! Now this is next generation." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's sad to say, well, it sucks. Again, they're going to be relying a lot upon quote unquote third party to showcase their games. You know what I mean? I don't know what they're going to have there.
I think you're going to have some developers be able to do. Like, let's be honest, Gears of War 4 looks good. I think the Coalition will do a good job showing off power. Halo Infinite, just from the tech demo, looks much better. Hopefully that game looks really good. And Ninja Theory, we gotta be real, Z. They're always gonna make a good-looking game. Even on a shoestring budget, Hellblade looks fantastic.
No.
One of the best-looking games this gen.
Hold on, get
Floyd Mayweather with the 912 with the 3 bits. PS5 will be good to start off the next generation. Remember the video you did, Z, about Sony opening a new studio for third-person action games. Also, an ex-Naughty Dog dev opened a studio for an exclusive new IP. And Sony Bend is working on another game right now while doing Days Gone at the same time. Like you said, Z, taking small parts of the team to work on something else. Yeah, they're working on multiple projects thus you get more games, and with a variety of games, because they're working on different IPs, you know, that only helps strengthen the brand and helps get you guys better content. You're not getting the same content, you're getting new and fresh content as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. What they were saying there, I think maybe Halo might be kind of a showcase for them, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. Halo 5 may not look the best, but Halo 4 on the 360 was crazy. Even Z has to admit, like, damn, that game looked good.
Yeah.
Halo 4 3 has the capabilities. I think what happened was the Xbox One was kind of weak hardware, and they were really pushing 60 FPS. Like, everything in Halo 5 is 60 FPS. That's why it doesn't have split screen, actually, because they couldn't get split screen to work at 60 FPS. Mm-hmm. That was the truth. The whole engine was based off 60 FPS. But moving forward, I don't know if they're going to drop the 60 FPS for split screen or whatever. The game's going to be 60 FPS, but maybe in split screen it might go down to 30. Who knows how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
but I think the game's going to look great. Yeah.
Mighty Moss, right quick.
Like
yeah, Mighty Moss. Rest in peace. Microsoft will never see financial success with this strat. Who gave a fuck though? The hardcore Xbox brethren are done, bro. Rest in peace.
No, we're still here. But see, like with these specs and all, this is a couple of times we've seen these type of specs now. So like when you say that where's the smoke, does it fire? This is a couple of times we've seen these specs. Come on now. For the Lockhart and the Anaconda.
While Z thinks of that, Floyd Mayweather 912 with the 4 bits. So will Microsoft show the streaming console at E3, or will they save it for when they talk more about the xCloud? I think they're going to show both at the E3 or whatever. I think xCloud news is coming very soon, actually.
I think GDC.
Yeah, I really do think they're going to have a tech demo of it at least.
Yeah.
Here's a next gen check PM or my DM. I don't know what he asked me. He said check something. Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Like I said, but do you believe that the next the Anaconda? Let's just talk about the main console, the Anaconda. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still believe it's gonna be 12 T-flops plus?
I do, because I think at this point, like NVIDIA, I mean AMD, they can be a lot more efficient. Like they can always their shit gets cheaper as it moves on, right? So I believe 6 T-flops is a lot cheaper today than it was back then. That where you can actually upgrade to 12 or whatever.
Like I said, we know for a fact that it's not going to be below 10 T-flops anyway. That's for a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, even like I expect the PS5 to at least be 10 T-flops as well.
I think the PS will be 9. 8.4 between 9, I reckon.
Yeah. But here, my question still stands, Z. So you know how they're releasing both consoles at the same time? Like one's the base console, one's the spec'd out console.
Mm-hmm.
will this beat out the PlayStation 5 Pro? Because they're going to release the PlayStation 5 as is, right? And then in a few years down, they're going to make a PlayStation 5 Pro. So how is Anaconda going to stand up to the PS5 Pro? Because technology moves forward. That's my thing.
Well, here's the thing. I expect, like I said before, I expect Sony's console to be at least 10 T-flops at a minimum.
Yeah.
Between, I'll see 8 to 10, you know what I mean? And
so the PS5 Pro could be like 15 for all we know.
Yeah,
like, who knows?
Yeah, and then we're going to get, quote-unquote, mid-gen refreshes again, probably about 2-3 years in.
But can Microsoft do that?
If they're gonna,
if they release 2 consoles at the same time, they're gonna do another mid-gen refresh.
I mean, you got a lower end, you got a higher end,
high end. It's like
if they want
higher end, just to build it in a few years.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Again, maybe it might come out a year later. If they're going to stay in the hardware business, right? This would be a telltale sign. Sony's going to come with a quote-unquote a mid-gen refresh after the PlayStation 5 launches, right? And which is going to be more powerful than the Anaconda, right? And if Microsoft doesn't answer that, let's let you know, they're making the exit out of the hardware business because it's competition.
Yeah.
Your biggest competitor now has a nuclear bomb, and you have a Saturday Night Special. You know what I mean? 38 revolver with 4 bullets in it. It ain't gonna happen. Like that's just not gonna. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And Floyd Mayweather here in the chat. Ooh, we got good bills. So, but the 2 bits, I can see Xbox 3 being similar to last year where they did. They're gonna just basically show Cyberpunk and Dying Light 2 again with demos and a release date. Maybe Ninja Theory's game and Outer Worlds more gameplay. I think they're gonna kind of avoid Outer Worlds because that's maybe not. It is a straight up multi-plat coming to the PS4 and everything.
What about Game Pass? Maybe come to Game Pass later.
I hope they announce Outer Worlds coming to Game Pass. That would be epic. I would love that.
You know, it will come to Game Pass, but it might not be straight away though.
Yeah, hopefully it might be there soon.
It might be later. It might be like 6 months down the line or something.
Yeah. Let's see. AP the Shooter. I keep telling y'all that they do it for the culture. It'll get better. I know the main shit is Sony because it's been here since '96, but I love games, so I'll buy whatever platform has the best games. For Xbox to survive, they need to give me games, and I hope they do because I love having all consoles and being able to have the diversity because I can get something on everything.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Microsoft is like, all right, cool philosophy, but we don't care. Just buy our game on your PlayStation 5 and we'll be happy. That's the philosophy they move to.
Yeah. Hey, let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
Go on.
Let me say this one thing. I guess he said it is. I guess don't think people. He said he doesn't think that PS5 is going to have T-flops. Yeah. If you look at the Pro was what 4. At a minimum, I mean, it's going to be the next generation will be at least double that. And you know what I mean. Here's the thing, though, what you're not understanding, and which Sony has them on their plus side, right? Sony has the games. Well, right now they ended the generation on a high note with Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, God of War. So you have gamers that are, Bloodborne. They want sequels to these games, and the only way to right now until unless Sony expands their PlayStation Now service and putting their games on other devices, however you better play them, you know what I mean? I see that coming in the future for them also, but we're going to talk about that later. So people are going to run out and buy their hardware. Look at the Switch. You're in a prime example. The Switch doesn't sell because of its power. We all know that. The Switch sells because they have unique IPs that you can get nowhere on the Switch, and that's gonna be the same thing with PlayStation 5.
Yeah, and the portability is a big aspect.
No,
even though people don't use it, it is.
Now, it also will be a plus for Microsoft or whatever the case may be. If they can, like I said, if they can bring decent exclusives, right? Not the dog shit that we've been getting now. Decent exclusives, and have, I say, quote unquote, the better version of the multiplats, right? And they look, and the X, the Pro, of course, the X looks better, you know what I mean? But to me, that's like to me comparing a multiplat on the regular Xbox One to the PS4. Same shit to me, you know what I mean? Got a great TV. I couldn't really tell the difference. I'm not really counting pixels, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're gonna really have to come out and market this thing, which I don't know if they will, and they're gonna get back to doing, like I said, great third-party deals and getting exclusive content on that box, back to duty, the duties, they got to go after them, the duties, whatever else is coming in the divisions, and not just to have the marketing deals, but have exclusive content on their box like Sony has done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on custom consoles as well.
There you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they need to come in. They need to, like Gears 5. That should be a custom console straight away. You know that.
Yeah, but
I hope so.
Hold on, maybe
Said Maroon win with was it 6 bits? Y'all think that Sony's gonna start slacking if the rumors are true with Xbox that Switch move? I'll answer that in a second. And Floyd Mayweather 912. Sony might reveal that they are doing a handheld to compete in the mobile market. I'm hearing that Sony might do like a tablet type thing, which basically streams. Who knows? Because the handheld market's tough. Nintendo has the shit on lock, and honestly, I think the cell phone market is much more lucrative than going straight handheld with a dedicated hardware. I think it's much better just to have your game being streamed to mobile devices because everyone has a fucking cell phone.
All right, let me pay the bill one time. So hold on 1 second. My man SS9 Vegeta, shout out to you, good brother. Thank you for the $2. Hold on, I just had it in my screen. Where the hell did you go? Oh, here you go, right here. Sony PS5 says Sony's PlayStation 5 would fund the PS5 Pro. Yeah, I mean we're gonna get, like I said before, we're gonna get mid-gen refreshes because they were successful. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? We're gonna get quote unquote mid-gen refreshes. Because one thing I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Technology is forever moving forward. You know what I mean? Always moving forward. And and that's just the way that it is. But it is what it is. Now here's the thing though, if this Anaconda, whatever you want to call it, is what they say it is, will it get some of the PC gamers over there? $500, we talking about 12T flops and can give 60 frames. It might be attractive for some. It might be attractive for some of them as gamers. You know what I mean?
For that price, Z, if them specs are like, even if it's similar to them specs, for $500, that's some good. That's good value. That
I thought the same thing, Z, back when the Scorpio was coming out and shit. But PC gamers are just weird. Ever since I saw this Metro shit where they can't even open up another free client to play a game, these motherfuckers are weird, bro. They're not gonna go switch to console no matter what. But Monty Moss with the 5 bits. Z's just mad because when Xbox bails out of the console war, yo shit gonna run dry, FN. You're gonna be doing coffee runs for him when your shit gets shut down.
Hey yo, Smooth tried it. Didn't Smooth try it?
Floyd Mayweather 912. Where's D-Batch hiding? You know when he be first talking about this.
I don't know.
You'll be the first to talk about this specs down. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent them an invite so you can come.
You might be busy or whatever, but
I'm just gonna mention before, like let's talk about the Lockhart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you will that come earlier? Will that come first before the Anaconda? Will they launch at the same time?
They might come they might come at the same time. Shit, get the high end customer and the low end customer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might just do the Anaconda like the Switch, how to just kind of release in spring. They might just do that shit right there.
Let me give you an example. Like what they did in 2016, they released a new Xbox One S, and then a year later, the X came. Could they do something like that?
Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you, right? If I will hope they wouldn't say if Sony's launching their PlayStation 5, whatever you want to call it. And
spring.
Most likely, I think it's going to be November of 2022 holiday season, right? Microsoft can't come out there with what is it called, the Anaconda Lockhart, at less powerful $300. They can't do that. They're gonna need the big dough to go against the big dough. You know what I mean? And maybe release a cheaper version in the spring. I would rather them come up with the most powerful one first. If they're not going to release them both during the holiday season, and we'll come out, give me the most powerful one first, and give me the cheaper one next year or in the spring. I would rather them do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? My personal opinion. November. I know that's
like, I know where you're coming from. That's like going head to head, then ain't it? Yeah, properly.
Yeah. That's when you get the Max off, the side by sides, the digital foundries. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's new consoles here. We want to see new tech, new shit. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie. This is yeah. But
this is the thing that Z. This is what I'm seeing. I know. Let me just go back to the phone market. I know it's different, but like Samsung, they announced like 5 different phones this time, from the lower tier S10 to a higher tier S10 Plus, and the foldable phone as well. I'm not sure if you've seen that, but they announced 3-4 different models. These from the lower end, like for $700 to $15 to $2,000. So you can see they're trying to hit all the market for every type of customers, and that's what probably Microsoft is trying to bank on.
I'm not negating that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But again, I'm just saying, the diehard people, they gotta have the best of everything.
Best of the best. Yeah.
They're gonna buy the Anaconda. For those that don't care about none of this shit, gonna get the $400, $300, whatever you want to call it, Anaconda. As long as it looks better and performs better than the X, they're fine with that. And to add, read AP the Shooter, you see him?
Yeah, AP the Shooter. So y'all Xbox are telling me y'all willing to spend 500 beans again to play a multi-plat better than the PlayStation. I bought that One X for 500 bacon bits, and its greatest quality is its 4K Blu-ray player.
But that's the thing for me, right? Besides me being a dog shit YouTube content creator and a Twitch streamer, right? And just for my channel, just to talk about the leaders without, I'm the type that I gotta have the best of everything, right? And for right now, I'm a console gamer, and if it's just for those 4 or 5 exclusives that may appeal to me, I'm not even talking about the multi-plats. I'm just talking about I want the best version of Gears. You understand? If I do decide to get Halo, I want the best version of Halo. If I do decide to get Forza Horizon, Forza Horizon 5, I want the best version of that. That's just me. You know what I mean? Not everybody doesn't think like me. That's just me and how I be rocking. You know what I mean? So, but as far as the multiplats, like I told you before, I'm not going to invest that much into Microsoft's ecosystem. I'm not. Nonsense. All of my multiplats probably will be on the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? Just to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and depending how things go, to be real with you, Z has a rig that's probably better than the Anaconda. Or you can get a rig that's better than the Anaconda. So if he has to deal with playing on his PC for 4 games a year, maybe 2 games, he might not be interested in the other 2. That's become a reality for him.
Yeah, you know what
he might just invest straight into the PlayStation 5, play all his multiplats, play his great exclusives there. I mean, maybe, he technically has a Switch because of his daughter or whatever, but
got one in the house. So
it's still one in the house. But like I said, you just got like Sony's doing the cloud shit as well. There's a lot of shit's gonna be happening soon now. So
yeah, about to say we can dive into Sony shit too.
You can't jump the gun. You can't get the Sony's guys saying, "Oh, Microsoft's done. Microsoft's doing this." Sony and many others are doing this as well.
I have like this,
but Sony. Z's probably about to say the same thing. But my thing about Sony is, I think they're doing it the way we would want them to do it, like want Microsoft to do it. As in, yes, they'll put their games on mobile and whatever through their apps, but they're not going to put their games on a rival console. They're never going to do it. Like, it's not going to be on the Switch. It's definitely not going to be on the Xbox. You got to go to the PlayStation to get the best version of the PlayStation game. Unless if you want to play it on your fucking phone or tablet.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Yeah, that's the way we thought Xbox was going to do it, but it looks like they're like, you know what, Nintendo? You can have our games.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But, like, hey, bro, like I said, just before we get the hell up out of here, I'm going to do some Anthem. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, right? And, I got, I guess you say got shit for this, or whatever the case may be, right? And I know I'll get accused of giving Phil a hard time or hard way, and I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I don't, right? Say, fuck who that I if and rather sit back. I'm about to begin, right? Everything that I don't like about this platform now, it's all again come under Phil. Everything, just the decisions, the way the company, whether Phil inciting the dollar, whatever the fuck the case may be. And again, I said this before. I told you guys, for those that may not have been here yesterday, I gave you guys an example. Growing up as a kid, I was fortunate enough to have a Nintendo. I had a Sega Master System, and I had a TurboGrafx 16, right? And to me, what made each one of those consoles special to me was that my TurboGrafx 16, I had Bonk's Adventure. Some of you may not even know what the fuck that is. I had Bonk's Adventure. That gave to me that console. Remember I got Bonk's on there, I got China Warrior, I got that stuff over there, right? Of course, on my Nintendo, I had Mario, I had Zelda. That made that unique. Then on my Sega Master System, I had Sonic. You know what I mean? And
Street of Rage.
Yeah, that came with the Genesis. I'm just talking about the Master System here. I had Sonic.
No, that was on the Master System as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, Sonic wasn't on the Master System.
No,
it was.
No,
It was.
Sonic came with the Master System. I don't remember Streets of Rage.
Built in.
No,
Streets of Rage was because from
I
the UK.
I remember Streets of Rage on the Genesis. I ain't remember.
No, it came on the
maybe you might be right.
Master System.
They had Double Dragon too on the Master System.
Yeah, I had Double Dragon on my.
Oh wait, yeah, no, right. They did make a port for Sonic for that.
Yeah,
they did. I know because it was built into the. It was built into the Master System in the UK version.
Oh, no, it wasn't built into mine. I had to go out and buy it.
Everyone used the Genesis version of Sonic,
but I don't remember. Mine was $50. I had to go to the store and buy it. Little car sticking in the front, right? But anyway, that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is that each one of those things gave my console its identity. Like I said, that to me, that's always very important. Has been important. Been important to me. Well, just again, this is me being a gamer, and times are changing. Right before our eyes. Like, look at this generation alone. Before we get the hell about it, look at this generation alone. We went to complaining about always online. We don't want that. Then we're always online. Some of the biggest games that we play every day, spend hours and stuff, are always online. You know what I mean? The way that we consume and we buy our entertainment. Like, remember going to GameStop midnight to get the game. Not too many of us do that anymore. A lot of us sit home and buy it, and it unlocks at 12 o'clock and sit down your ass and play. You know what I mean? Like, things are changing whether we like it or not. And I'm not going to say I'm going to give up on gaming, and no, I'm not going to say that, because it's something I enjoy to do. You know what I mean? But I think that, I know, pretty soon going forward, especially when the internet speeds get a little better, there probably will be no need for a console. You know what I mean? And we can just tap into whatever, how you say, app or whatever, and have access to your PlayStation stuff. They keep talking about it. It's not just me. The same thing. I didn't think. Ubisoft was talking about. They started talking about it. Ubisoft, EA, and all those guys started talking about this shit at the beginning of the generation. And they said and for those that have a negative connotation about that, because they're thinking about how PlayStation Now and on live, how that worked. If you were in that beta from Google Stream, and I'm gonna say this again, and I'm not saying that I want this, but I'll tell you how it scared the hell out of me, because I wasn't expecting to get a console or better experience with this shit here. Literally, and looked a little sharper than me. Me playing what do you call it, goddamn game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Google Stream. You couldn't tell me if I wasn't on my X or not. No issues, right. You know what I mean? And that in itself is kind of scary. Like, damn, I don't need a $400 console. I can just sit down and whatever on this dog shit ass E-machine and play the game. That was scary to me. You know what I mean? I think the minimum requirements was 15 up, 15 down. But they said the
it was 25 for
no. That was 25 was the experience,
full performance.
The
full experience. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But the minimum requirement was 15 up, 15. I got 300 up, 300 down. But the minimum and what they recommended. You know what I mean? Like I said, the shit just went nothing. No hiccups, no nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. With Microsoft, I think they were saying they got it down to 10 megabytes or something.
Yeah, we're gonna
11 megabytes.
Yeah,
we're gonna see very soon. And I know where it comes from. You couldn't tell the difference. That was over stream. Even though you got very good internet, but you couldn't tell the difference. Yeah. If you're playing console or over the internet, and you don't blame these type of companies. Many of these companies going towards that route because, like I said, it costs a lot of money to get these consoles going, R&D, the chip, and all that bullshit. If they can do it through the internet and they save millions of pounds, they're gonna do it down the line. It might not happen in 5 years. Consoles still be there 5 years, but maybe 10, 15 years.
I wouldn't say 10 years. That shit might be out here about 6. This shit crazy. Yeah. This shit is definitely getting spooky, man. But listen, shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live here today. I'm going to stay right in here. I'm going to hop on some Anthem. So if you're going to play, you're going to rock out a little Anthem. We're going to actually get this shit on, cut my shit on right now. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. I love this goddamn game. I don't know what they talking about, man. I love this goddamn game. Anthem was off the hook. Love this game. Yes, what's going on, good brother?
Yeah, Post got his Anthem games. I see that he posted on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Shout out to you, Parker, man of your word.
Yeah.
Did he pay his back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Jay, they got to show some receipts for that one though. That's the reason why I paid. Not that I want to pay it, but you got to show some receipts or something.
Nah, me and both, Mass, remember you talking to him about that one, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I made that bet. The only bet I remember, Jay, is the one about PlayStation. You wasn't there. I think you was on vacation or something.
What was the bet?
Jay got him coached about. He said PlayStation 5 will not be backwards compatible day one. I told him it will because it makes business sense to be backwards compatible. That's the only bet I remember making with Jay. The other one, he said, Matt said it was before they went on the air. You know?
Yeah, no, I remember that shit. I think both those bets probably exist. You guys just gotta talk to each other about it.
Yeah,
like beforehand though. Remember, Paul, we got this bet going on when there's such as releases, whatever.
Shit, no one's here.
You know what I'm saying? He said,
Yo, what's going
on, man? Y'all in here having church without me, man? What's going on?
Hey,
man, we talked about everything.
We talking about these specs of this new console. Which was MIA.
Man, you know what, man?
That's right around.
You know I work 1,000 hours a week.
Yeah, under the table, right?
Facts.
Hey, yo, no, my bad. Hey, no, my bad. I ain't mean to stand you up, bro. I went and got my motherfucking daughter. I started with the Walgreens, right? And got some motherfucking NyQuil, like the pills tablet. I was getting sick a little bit, man. I took too many. Took about 6 of them. Yeah. I was in this motherfucker there ain't nothing without David Ruffin.
Hey, Z, I'll be honest with you. Noah joined my party at midnight. And I'm like, oh, where's Z? And he's like, yeah, Z told me he'll be an hour. I'm like, Noah, that motherfucker ain't coming on.
Hey, listen, man. But I'm here now.
If he ever tells you he's gonna be an hour or longer, he's not coming.
I'm here now, though. I'm here now. You at work right now, Noah?
Hey, man. Hey, those specs. Speaking of those specs, man, they're hard to believe, but. Like, AMD is struggling to match with NVIDIA now, so it's really hard for me to believe we're going to get some top of the line Navi GPUs.
You could.
These next generation consoles.
You're just going to customize it anyway.
For $500, and we supposed to get ray tracing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm questioning if the main one's going to be 600 or not.
I think it's 500. 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we do get ray tracing, I think it's going to be a software implementation of it.
Oh, it'll be software.
We're not getting dedicated hardware to ray tracing.
Yeah, it won't be a hardcore internal shit. It'll just be software.
I hope that the one with the 4 plus teraflops, 300.
If it's software based ray tracing, it's going to hurt frames too.
We're gonna find out next month or so. Like within the next 2-3 months, we'll start finding out. Like I said, we're talking about a lockout, and that's a couple of times I've heard that 4 T-flops now. So that seems to be legit.
Yeah, I think the Anaconda will be 12, to be honest, though. I think it will be.
I don't even get the lockout because with Phil Spencer, we're going to be able to play Xbox on the Roku.
Yeah, right. You ain't lying about that.
People gonna do load of Xbox on their Fire Sticks in a minute.
No, you gotta make your mind up. What you gonna be? You gonna be a PC guy, Xbox guy?
Oh no, I was basically already a PC guy. He made the transition.
What's not doing a
game, bro? Hey, I got a PlayStation. I spend money on all these consoles and platforms. Yeah, I'm gaming on whatever I want to game on.
You try to come at something.
Hey, Parker, that's you choosing factions and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. You wild.
Getting out of that.
Yeah. We'll find out soon enough, trust me.
On level 14.
If you like the Xbox console, it shouldn't matter where they going. If you like the console,
about that, man. But here's my gripe. Let's see if we get that level.
Yeah, I remember it's Microsoft decision. It's not an Xbox decision. It's a Microsoft decision.
Fuck all that. Listen, here's my thing, and I'm gonna tell you this again, right? If their software is going to other rival consoles, that means that their install base of the next Xbox is going to be smaller than what it is now, right? And it's going to be a matter of time before Microsoft is going to get out of the console thing period and just become a Xbox is the ecosystem that people have their games and wherever, on whatever platform. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna tell you like this: it's like if you're not feeling the measurements, change the ruler. That's what Microsoft is doing. They're not measuring their install base by the amount of hardware. All we're gonna hear is about how many people downloaded Game Pass the total number of Xbox Live users across so many different devices.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how it's going to benefit us as consumers. That part is a big question mark. But,
consumers having options though. That's the whole thing though. Wherever you want to play it, you have an option.
They're gonna be talking about numbers, active players, 5 million players, such and such a fucking time.
You want like 2 billion or more players. That's what Microsoft wants.
Who's online right now? Hold on, we need a fourth teammate. It'll be me, John. We need a fourth teammate.
I would have been, but I'm in my in-laws' house.
I think Post is
Oh shit!
Hey, listen.
Dude, your in-laws' house and your podcasting. Goddamn, Sean.
How do I sound? How do I sound? I'm on my phone.
You sound fine. Yeah.
That's
what I like about Discord. You can use yourself.
Hey, they ain't cutting up, but they said Sean married his first cousin. Y'all terrible in the chat, man. Come on, man. Oh, y'all terrible.
Y'all terrible.
Don't do my man Sean like that.
Shit. Oh shit. No, I didn't. Outside the family.
Nasty.
Yeah, man.
I know you got some bad cousins now. You got some bad female cousins?
Oh yeah, I got where I live. Where I live.
So, I have a lot of cousins.
Sick bastard Noah. Come on.
No, but where I live, I got over 300 cousins where I live.
You to play that Gears of War online. Stop running, you know. Stop being scared.
You say you have 300 cousins?
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, just where I live, in the radius like a 1 mile radius.
Hey, no, Sean, stop now. Stop where you head, bro. They about to get your ass. Don't stop, man. Stop right now.
The internet's undefeated, Sean. Remember that.
Yeah, say nothing else.
That's fine.
Say right now. Somebody to marry his third cousin for a goat. They about to get on his ass. Stop right now. Stop right now. Don't say nothing else.
Oh no! You're crazy. You just believe in stupid stories and fairy tales. Lay off them drugs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get an EA access.
Yeah, go to the rewards. You might be able to claim some shit.
Rewards. I don't know.
Yeah, they're talking about the Rocksteady, the guys who made Arkham. They might be showing something next month. Maybe a trailer or some shit.
Alright, yeah, you claim both of those things. And there's like a black guy around there, like the one black guy in the whole game. He has a store as well, which you can claim shit.
Okay. Oh, this shit for me to buy.
No, don't buy any of this shit. Just go to the reward section. The reward section is the free shit you got.
Hey, but you know it's crazy. Anthem got like what, a 61, a 62?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Mass Effect Andromeda as a 71, so technically, theoretically, Mass Effect Andromeda is a better game than Anthem.
That's crazy.
It probably is.
Hell no. I gotta eat.
So Noah, you stand by your 8 rating you gave for Crackdown?
Yeah, stand by it.
So what rating would you give God of War? I'm just curious.
I give God of War like a 9.8 out of 10.
Oh,
wow.
What would you give Uncharted 4?
That's high.
What would I give what now?
Uncharted 4. What would you rank that?
Uncharted 4.
That's a solid 9.
I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10.
What? Oh hell! Get your ass out of here.
Nah, God of War is a 9.
Man. Like, what you want to hear from me?
I mean, how are you gonna give it the same score?
You just buy material?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Crackdown was fun, bro. Like y'all be reviewing games on like crazy stuff, dog.
Go to the feature store next to him. But you might have to talk to him first.
The puddles, they're not interactive enough. I don't care about this stuff. I just care about my overall feeling. Like, bro, when I play Uncharted 4, I spend like I probably play for like an hour, and then I'm like, I want to play something else. You know what I'm saying? And like I get bored with it. I have to get back. I have to play it again. So what now?
How many hours you put total in Uncharted 4? We came out with a review.
I don't know, man.
Did you complete the game?
No, I'm not all the way finished yet.
Uncharted 4 is a good game.
Uncharted 4 is a solid game.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna stop and restart the stream. Just stay right here. You want to stay right here? You ain't gonna go nowhere. Just stay right here. I can end the podcast and just keep.